Good evening, folks. Here we are again. This time, as you can see, we're out at the Toth's farmyard, and Lloyd has given us the opportunity to videotape an old-fashioned wood sawing bee out at his place, and we're very grateful to him for that. I'm sure that you will all enjoy it. It'll likely bring back memories for a lot of the old-timers if they get the opportunity to see it. In the background you see the home and the lovely grounds, and the men are starting to saw. And an old sulky, and Lloyd has this just inside his gateway. Another part of the old-timers' farm equipment. It not only saws it, it also splits it and puts it up on the pile by an elevator. Sometimes machinery gets used for more than what it was built for, and it's obvious that that's a baler over there that is being used as part of the working machinery. The split blocks. Nobody else but Irene Toth, the former postmistress of Gladstone Post Office. That's quite a change from handling mail. As you can see, this is the pile of logs that is still left to be sawed. And there's the boss himself and his son. My, the old-timers would have liked to have had that elevator, I'm sure. It would save them a lot of hard work. And the tractors that are involved in running the machinery. One tractor is driving the saw, and the other is driving the baler splitter. It seems where there's work to be done, there's always somebody who can think of a way to make it just a little easier. standing on top of the tractor that is driving the saw. There you get a good view of the wood falling. Off the elevator, that is. Now, who wants to tell us how come that this came to be? Was it due to
Well,
shortage?
first of all, I made the loader, that out of a hay baler elevator, and it worked quite well, but just for the round blocks. Once you split it, it's not working well, as you can see. Irene has to be there to sort it around. And as far as the baler, the splitter goes, I had thought about it, but I never really got around to figuring it out, and I saw one that had been made.
It is made from a baler, right?
It's an old massy baler I got for nothing. It cost me $18 altogether for welding rods and whatever. So.
And how long have you been doing this?
About 3 years. And basically after I got too old to split the wood by hand.
Yeah. Yes, splitting wood was hard work, and tossing it up was just as bad.
Oh, yeah, that's like when we're done in an hour and a half, we'll be done. The pile is nice and high, and it's a lot better.
Now you're going to split the whole.
Yeah, we'll do this. We'll have this done by about probably 8:30, I imagine. Hopefully.
And that'll be all your wood for the winter.
Yes. Well, see, a lot of that was split before you come. A lot of that wood was already there.
I know it was.
Yeah. Oh, that's more than enough. So some of my relatives take some once in a while.
Oh, I see. Yes, they probably say to you, well, you've got too much anyway. You won't use all that for this winter. Why not share it? So are you much involved in farming now at all?
Not that much. I just more or less have a quarter now. And I don't know if I should be looking at the camera or not, but it seems funny to talk to you and look at him.
I know. That was the same, when Irene was interviewed. We talked to one another, not to the camera. So I think that's the way they mean it to be done. So what are you thinking about all this?
Well, it's a lot better than Lloyd splitting it by hand. I can remember that, boy. That was tough work.
And it gives you a bit of exercise too.
Well, yes.
Well, basically, it used to take me a week to split my wood, eh?
Oh,
Like a couple hours a day was about all you could take at my age, and getting fat.
Yeah. And do you have a fireplace or a wood stove?
Wood burning stove. Wood burning stove. Yeah.
You use oil then for heating otherwise?
Electric.
Oh, I see. But it sure cuts out on the electricity use then.
Yes, there's some anyway, but mostly we like the wood heat. You know,
It's a
you
friendly
come in a storm and put that old wood fire on, you got something.
Yeah, you get the shadow of it against the wall. You get the smell of it.
No, ours,
and
We
the
don't get
heat.
that. It's in the basement, but we have the heat blown up, and it's a different heat, eh? Just
Yeah.
a nice.
But it's always there. It's not like the oil, it comes and goes. Thank you. This is the playhouse that Lloyd built for his grandchildren, and it's just a beauty. I sure would have enjoyed that as a child. It's got the slide down this side of it, and we're going to go out and have a look inside of it too. We're up on the top story now, and you generally expect a top story to contain the bedroom, but this looks like a kitchen. It's a great playhouse. And this is the bottom story. It contains chairs and a garbage can and an old couch. And now Irene is going to tell us about this playhouse. Irene?
Well, there's just a funny little incident. Lloyd made the playhouse for the grandchildren. And, you know, Jenna's pretty small yet. And he says to her, he says, now you have just everything. And she says, but Grandpa, we don't have a cupboard. And as you can see, ask and you shall receive. Grandpa right away went and made the little yellow cupboard.
Well, thank you. That's interesting.
I thought that was really cute. Do you want to see Snow Goose Lodge?
Oh, now we're going to go and see Snow Goose Lodge. Yeah, we'll come in. We'll come in. This is Snow Goose Lodge. Lloyd built it for his brother who comes out on hunting season.
Now, Dean named it, and he made the plaque for it, and I guess we'll go in.
Yeah, my brother Joe comes up from Kenora to hunt geese. He's been doing it for years. And he always feels like he's in the way in the house, I guess, so he'd only stay 2-3 days. After I built this, he stayed 3 weeks. So.
Did you build any of the furniture that is in here?
I'm pointing over there, but this one, yes, I built. That I bought.
Oh, yeah.
And, we just scrounge around for stuff.
Did you happen to build a little chest of drawers?
No, I bought it at an auction sale. Very cheap.
What about the little wood box, obviously, yeah?
Yeah, it was made in the little stand for the propane stove.
Yes, yes.
And that stove was Howard Cook had that, and he gave it to us to use in here. It's really neat in here. That little, it burns
Yes.
wood or coal.
Yeah. Did you build the?
I built that little sink.
Yes.
But basically, this is our old farmhouse. This is, and we tore it down, and this is more or less what was left of the material, and I built it from.
The good material you
yeah.
made use of. Smart idea. Now here is. Did you stuff the skunk?
It's really not stuffed. It's just a hide nailed to the wall, packed with a bunch of crumpled paper, is what it is.
Well, it does serves the purpose.
Yes. I caught that animal. It had no smell whatsoever.
Oh, it must have been rabbit.
No, I don't think so. Sometimes the trap kills them so that they don't.
Oh, I see.
Quite often you'll get one that has no smell whatsoever.
No, okay. Now, what about the deer antlers?
Oh, that's just some. That pair actually, Dean uses it for rubs them together to try to attract a buck when he's bow hunting. Never works.
Oh, well, why does he think? Oh, he thinks
Well, like the
they
buck
think you were fighting.
Yes, right.
I see. That's a smart
he tried it
idea.
Once he saw a buck come, he took off. He said, "You might as well hit him on the back end with a 2x4." So it doesn't work.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. This has been a most interesting evening.
Oh,
I'm sure that everybody that sees it will enjoy it.
Oh, I hope so. This stuff you do when you're retired. Eh?
Yes, right. You don't have time before.
No.